Good evening and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster Bahamut. On the left hand side we are going to be having Celeb Gaming, and on the right it is going to be Nsomnia. We have some map bans that happened before all this, so let's go ahead and take a peek at those. The coin flip was initially won by the members of Celeb Gaming. They banned out Tomb of the Spider Queen. Battlefield was banned out by Nsomnia. We had first pick as the choice for Celeb Gaming, and so that means that we are going to be having Alterac Pass picked by the members of Nsomnia, and I cannot get enough of this map. I personally am ecstatic to be casting this map because I think it's such a fun place to go. But this is a heroic division matchup. I also do want to point out, Majesty, thank you so much for the 100 bits as we got into this. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to everyone in the stream. I appreciate you all hanging out and all of that good stuff. It looks like Spectrum doesn't know how to provide me internet, so we're going to be dropping frames here and there. I do apologize. I will do my best, but it's out of my hand at this point. Spectrum doesn't know how to get internet, and I can see it's already red. So I'm sorry. Like, it literally just went from like 2,000 to 13,000 bitrate. So we're going to be all over the place this evening. I do apologize about that. I'll have to call and yell at them afterwards. I'm so sorry. Like, this is the biggest bummer to me too. I actually saw someone else's stream this morning and I was just like, oh man, I'm really glad I haven't had to deal with that in a little bit. And thanks, Spectrum. You suck. That is going to be an Anubrak and a Genji banned out. We'll do our best to ignore that, but it is going to be very frustrating to stare at that bitrate jump up and down. It will be the the Abathur and the Maiev taken out of the game by Nsomnia, and we get right into this. A Zeratul walk straight into the draft. That is going to be a very, very quick lock onto that one. Slip on that Zeratul it's scary. I've casted quite a bit of Celeb Gaming, or at least seen a lot of their members in a lot of games, and I'm just like, yeah, you bring some terrifying talent to the table. First pick, though, coming out from the members of Insomnia. Diablos is still open, Tyrande as well, and as I was gonna say, like, that's such a good synergistic combo to have together. Like, being able to have that 1-2 punch is just really good. So we will have Diablo with the initiation, the overpower, then you have the follow-up with the Lunar Flare. I just wanted to let them know. Okay, I just want to make sure that they know that Eye of Horus is still banned. So that way they're not, like, their composition doesn't revolve around that working. Just want to make sure.
Thank you.
Yo! Patnick? Oh, I'm gonna say that wrong. But Pat, thank you so much for the 50 bits. I appreciate that. Sorry, they're giving me crap. Hey, Stark!
Have these gonna lurk.
Thank you so much, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Welcome everybody who is just donating right as we start. Oh my God, the frame drops. I apologize. Jesus, dear Lord. I know it probably doesn't look as bad on your end as it does at mine, but I have a giant red bar and I'm just like, oh, stop, please. I don't. What can I do to appease the Spectrum gods? Do I have to, like, sacrifice something like once every, like, blood moon or so? I don't know. Come on, Insomnia Mephisto. Ooh, that's actually not bad at all. Jaina will be picked up on the side of Insomnia. That is going to be French on that. Phoenix as well. They're going for the Purification Salvo combo here. Now, here's something I wanted to point out really quickly. I saw this last night when I was casting, who was that team for Alterac Pass? It was, so it was Team Training Wheels versus NUES, and they were on Alterac Pass for the second game, and they had this Junkrat Hanzo Tyrande combination, and on the top portion, they were actually sitting there poking out the jail points because of the fact that they have such good range. They can consistently just, like, keep them and stall them, so that's really good. But that's not going to be the plan right here, as we have an Illidan coming in as well as a Sylvanas. Sylvanas actually having notably strong play on this map because of how well she does with the push power, her camp buff. Yo, Satan!
EOH hater.
What? It's not my fault! It's not, I don't make the rules! I'm sure Satan is actually, like, a little mad that they can't play Eye of Horus, because, like, Ana with Eye of Horus nowadays is really strong. See, alright, so here's the thing. This is what I will say. I would say that NGS should make the middle ground. They should do exactly what Tespa does, and that is, if there's a stasis in game, whether I think it's Leoric, You know what I mean? If there's like a Leoric, or there's a Void Prison, or there's a Bunker. I think those are the 3 conditions. If one of those is in the game, Eye of Horus is banned. Otherwise, Eye of Horus is completely viable in tournament play. I think that is a good compromise. Now, it will come down to actually me having to watch out for these things, or also the teams watching out for those things, but I don't know, like, I feel like that's a good compromise. That way we can get all of the talents, because at this point, I think that is the only talent in the game that's currently banned out. Does Nsomnia know if they can pick in any order? Or they can pick in any order. I mean, so I will say this, actually, their draft shows in different order, and it shows for the observer, it shows it coming in order. So if you were actually looking at their draft screens, it actually might have been all like Swiss cheesy with people all over the place locking in. But for observers, it actually does go in the order that it descends, however you want to say that. But yeah, so it's just a little bit different. You actually see the player side's a bit different. But we're gonna get going into this in just a second. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I apologize for my complaining about internet connectivity. It's been a source of I have 2 Spectrum employee numbers. Like, they've given them to me. They're just like, dude, call me instead of calling the hotline. Like, they're just useless. Like, call me and I'll fix that stuff, because I know what to do at this point. So that's where we're sitting right now. But we got ourselves a game. Let's go ahead and get into this. Game number 1 between these 2 teams. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having Celeb Gaming with Evasion on the Illidan. Nice. That's very good. Playing the character and also playing the ability. Either way, so top will be on the Ana. We're gonna have Frosty on the Garrosh. Slip will be on the Zeratul, and rounding out the team with Met on the Sylvanas. Patience. Okay, thank you. I don't know why, but the moment there's like numbers mixed in with everything else, I get completely thrown off. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for the 50 bits again. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Nsomnia with Jamster on the Arthas. Geo will be on the Tyrande. Battlejet going to be on the Jaina. Infofox going to be on that Diablo. And Sarkin through the bottom is going to be French on that Phoenix. Is there still an issue with Eye of Horus piercing through structures? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's mostly due to the fact of stasis. If there is a Void Prison, Bunker, or I think Leoric. I don't know about the Leoric one, but I know Bunker and Void Prison. Those are considered things that are broken within Eye of Horus, and those are not allowed. Because I've casted tournament play Eye of Horus for the Tespa Collegiate series, so that's their standing on it. So I'm assuming the structure thing's fixed. I assume. I don't know for sure. Slip is going to go down in here into this bottom lane, soak up this lane as it does crash right into that front gate. We're going to see a little bit of rotations as well as the Garrosh getting just throwing the Diablo right away from them. They don't want to deal with that sick girl shirt. I love the Guild of Calamitous Intent. Spectrum, thanks for hosting us again. What's up, Bad Donut? What's up, Washed Up Streamer? Thank you so much for coming by. Evasion just sitting in this bush up here while Jamster's going to get some clear. They do scout them out with the Howling Blast, and they just get that dash right out. Now, I do like this. I want to point this out. Really, really good camp timings coming out from both these teams. The minute they're up, you see them rotate over. They're going to go ahead and grab this, and this mid lane pressure is really, really important for both these teams because of the fact of how you can take down the armor of what it's sieging. You can see Sylvanas with negative 20 armor. These camps just are so powerful so early. Ooh. Embers, hey, how's it going? Glad to see people cheering on their friends here. Looks like Battlejet will probably have to Hearth at some point to get some mana back. They do have that Fingers of Frost, or they're just going to tap their well. That is a 2-minute cooldown on that, though. You might not have that up and available for the first objective, which will be popping up here in about a minute. We're just kind of checking around the map and see what people are doing for soaking as well as stacking quests. We do actually have French going in for the advanced artillery from advanced targeting, excuse me. So they're going to be stacking those up, hitting heroes as best they can. Also that Warbreaker for Garrosh trying to get those 15 stacks with the cooldown reduction. Nice toss going to go on to Infofox. The follow-up stun as well. That's going to be the Indomitable used, and they burn down the Diablo. First kill of the game going to be going over to the members of Celeb Gaming, and now they siege in through this mid lane a little bit more. Can confirm it pierces. That's why we left it banned. Ah, got you. Okay. Does anyone know a cool website where I can catch Instagram? What? No. Oh god. Mid lane pressure is going to be coming through, and they're sieging this quite hard. That Sylvanas push power is very beneficial to them. They're actually not even going to, or no, they do have Mercenary Queen at level 4 right there. The icon for it's different. So I was like, wait, really? Is Black Arrow upgrade? No. It's going to be Merc Queen at level 4, which is just such a impactful talent. As I said, that camp in mid lane pushes so well, and that talent bolsters it. I think 40%, 60%. Excuse me. No, 30%. They changed it. Meanwhile, in top lane, Arthas will be getting dove on. I was looking at talents and I looked at minimap. I was like, oh, everyone just collapsed. Oops. Wow, thanks. Is that a free trial? Mid lane 4 will be going down. We do have the camps up and available. Camps also, excuse me. Actually, yeah, we have both camps up and available. I'm waiting for this mid lane fort to be sieged. That's what I was realistically hoping for, but they say let's open up top lane a little bit more for ourselves, and we will be just getting a slight advantage. If they can take out the well on top, that's a lot of good sustain that will help the Illidan push out through this lane a little bit harder. But they do have Illidan over on this camp, and Evasion does have Evasion, so they won't be taking too much damage. Won't be a problem for them. They gotta watch this mid lane fort, though. I'm waiting for the sneak onto it. They did open up top a little bit more, taking out that well, as I said. 7s are gonna be here for both teams, and now we get into the camp phase. Or at least I think we do. I'm assuming they're going to go for these at some point. Both teams are just like kind of ignoring the objective for the time being. They're mostly just getting lane clear and everything met. They're coming up here. Do they have... Okay, there's the Banshees. Oh, whoa, the stun might have actually connected. Infafox getting too big of a dive there, and the damage coming out from Sylvanas is quite good, but it's not going to be enough for a kill. They do weaken that Diablo a little bit, and with that advantage, I'm surprised they didn't try and rotate it and go in for the camp, or excuse me, for the... I guess you can say it's prison camp. There we go. Mostly just they could have got a little charge on that, but either way, they get some pressure into mid. They'll bolster this wave a little bit more. Frosty anchoring for the friendly team in this bush. Sleep Dart goes out right away. Really good communication coming out from this team, and Infafox goes down. Battlejet needs to back off here, trying to get a little damage out as well. Only sitting at 4,000 stacks on the 15,000 necessary for the ice block. Well, hold on. Sleep Dart goes out. Oh, okay, it just ends, but actually Illidan going in as well. They want to continue to dive this further. Battlejet taking a lot of damage, and Evasion does get the kill. Geo is the next target. They get a double stun, but unfortunately they will go down. And that is also going to be Jamster just sneaking away and saying, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and get some charge onto this, but here's the problem. 2 of your members just died, and they're going to be taking down a mid lane keep, so I don't think they really care too much about that objective. Oh, but Slip now is like, wait, hold on, let's stall this out. We don't really want to stop. Oh, wait, Illidan with the hunt in. Slip is going to continue to get the channel onto that. Jamster's in a bit of a bad spot. Frosty does come in. That will be the groundbreaker and the auto to get the kill. Meanwhile, French is in bottom lane just sieging. Like, I want to point this out. French has not budged from bottom. Did Diablo just save Met? Yeah, realistically, in that situation they did. I'm confused by this push down here. We have a little bit of a lull in some of the talents that are going to be going out, so we can at least take a peek at some of the other numbers here. I'm just looking. So we had Hunt, we have Wailing Arrow, we have the Nano Boost, we have Void Prison from the Zeratul, and Warlord's Challenge from that Garrosh. But this is objective, and a mid lane keeps already down, and we're not even in 7 minutes. Like, that's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me that it's getting the value that it is currently, or at least the push power that they pushed into this. Frosty looking clean. Frosty is actually playing really well for the friendly team. So, by the way, I just wanted to point this out because I learned this yesterday when I was casting. The camp members are actually called ghouls, and these large boys, these big boys that are coming in through the lane, that's a Reaver minion. Their models are about the same. They're just scaled a little different. I would say, well, about the same. Ghouls actually hit a little differently. Either way, top lane does have some pressure going into it, so we'll focus on that. It's just a little tidbit that I found out. The Reaver minions are kind of the catapults on this map, since you don't really have catapults. Oh wait, this top lane push is really going over well, and that will be the objective going down. Mid lane still very healthy, sitting at a little bit below half health, and they just rotate down. They'll be able to get the clear onto this, and they still stick around in top lane on the side of Celeb Gaming. I was waiting. I was like, are they going to go for a second keep or no? And that's going to be no. Meanwhile, they just push out the bottom lane a little bit more. They could actually rotate off and grab some. Excuse me. Grab some boss pressure, but. Yeah, that's actually going to be it. Really quickly, also to Malorum, Hollis, Decade, Slavic, how are all of you? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Sorry if I have missed anyone in chat. This game is actually moving at a blistering pace. We already have it's 8 minutes into the game. It's level 13, and they've already taken down a mid lane keep. They're going for a boss now. For like a hot second, I was like, wait, is my delay not on? How do they know that to go right up into top lane? But oof. Nice rotation coming out here, and they'll just grab this top lane boss. The question is, do they end up giving over bottom lane keep by going for this boss? They do have the sentinel out, and it's gonna scout across the map, and they'll just be able to see that they're there's a boss pushing down the lane, and I think they got some vision of evasion, but yeah, they need to hearth back here really quick. They need to deal with this somehow, some way very soon. They've got a lot of abilities to actually like combo together and get some decent kills, but the question is going to be if they can actually make the kills happen. No, they're ghoulies now? Or gnolls, sorry, ghouls. I don't know why I said ghouls. Gnolls, my bad. Either way, Hunt goes into the backline onto French. They're trying to get the damage here. Nice follow-up onto that Lunar Flare. And Evasion's a little far out here, but the rest of the team is doing work in the backline. Arthas will be going down. Infofox taking a lot of damage, but so are so many of the members of Celeb Gaming. They end up staying alive for this. The boss is now onto the core. Evasion does go down. That is a lot of their core damage right there with the Illidan going down, but boss is kind of tanking a lot of this, so they can kind of move in and push this core down. The only downfall about all this is they're going to have to leave. Wait, Salvo comes out. A lot of damage will be there, but they don't pick up another kill. It's 1 for 1 in kills. The problem I wanted to note with this is that the boss, the core will actually start to heal up, and you can already see that going right back up. They give over top lane for just some damage in the top lane fort. But yeah, that's my mistake. So these are Reaver minions. These are gnolls, not ghouls. I don't know why I said ghoul, but I meant gnoll. I swear I know things about this game. I absolutely swear that, but you can see actually right now the core health is shooting up at a very fast rate. This is a little aggressive. They do see the Sylvanas in top lane, so they know that is going to be something that is going to be stalled out for a couple seconds here. They want to get that 16 talent tier before going in for this next fight, and that makes a lot of sense. I mean, they've got almost a 3-level lead over the enemy team, and if they can just stall this out for the next 31 seconds, that'll be easy for them, and I think that's going to be achievable. 16's not too far off. Illidan going to be going in straight through mid. You can see this lane is stacked up quite a bit. Now they need to make some quick calls about this. Yo, Slavic, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Hunting from the Illidan. That's going to be the dive onto Ronda. They get the kill right away. Diablo taking a lot of damage here. Fire Stomps are going to be going out, trying to stay alive. Slip is trying to get some damage. The VP'd to lock down a couple members in the backline. Jamster goes down. That will be Zeratul traded for the Jaina, but Diablo does go down as well as the Arthas. They do end up picking up the objective here. The Horde will be rushing down the lane. But here's the thing. They're all dead. And yeah, you have this helping out your core a little bit, but this is Illidan and crew on core at 16. Geo's the only one up and available, and this core is trying to spin to win. It's trying to pull a Nsomnia here. They actually like kind of just step aside from the objective, and it now is going to be gone. They are getting back up here. This core isn't fully down. They've got about 5,000 health on it. Evasion goes down. They're all up. Do they end up throw? Frosty's getting very low. Purification Salvo will be connecting onto so many members. There's about 1,000 health on this. Oh my god! 943 health on the core. The pings are out to watch it to make sure nothing happens. It is going to be getting its health back here, and that is not what you expect. Oh my god. And that's like the most tilting part about all of that is this. Is the fact that the core is currently going back up in health, and you're just seeing it, and you're just like, oh, no. We were so close. It was like 1,000. It was like 900 and something. And you can actually just see as the minute timers go up, you can note that the health is going up by it scales per minute. So you can actually see it went up, I think, by about 4,400 there or something, somewhere around there. I probably didn't see it correctly at all. Either way, we do have this mid lane pressure coming in. They still have the objective pushing in through top lane, which will be able to confirm the fort for free. They're starting to put themselves in this game, and Slip gonna get caught. That is gonna be the VP onto 3. 4, that's going to be the toss in as well. They're looking for this, but the nano boost goes out. Slip is taking a lot of damage, but they have that nano boost, and they're going to be able to blink and dive and duck. Oh my god, everybody's going to get killed here. I don't, that was such, I thought that they had that fight, no joke, on the side of Nsomnia, and once again, they're going to be losing everyone, and I think Infofox lost all their souls. They're going to be back instantaneously, so it's going to be a soulless Diablo defending here. Trying to do their best. They're going to be focusing on Met, but you do have Evasion sitting onto this core. Now, death timers are still very low. They're trying this. The third core attempt of the game coming out from Celeb Gaming. Everyone's back on the side of Nsomnia. Let's pull away the talent here and let's see everything break out. They're playing a little bit safer on this one. Warlord's challenge to connect onto French does have the blink out. Infofox gets smushed by their own teammate. That will be everybody getting killed here. Jamsters trying to make their way out. The toss from Slip actually nets them the kill, and that will be game number 1 going over to Celeb Gaming. GG. Well played. That's slow clap from Sylvanas, rude. Woo. That was a really good game 1. Sorry, I'm setting up all the background stuff currently. All right, let me show you talents at least. All right, cool. We have got all that background stuff all done. We're just waiting on what map they want, and then we will figure out what game number 2 is going to look like. Celeb like not again? Yeah, basically. So they've opted first pick. Oh, okay. All right. I like that map. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to pull this away. Hello. Wait, is everything all set? Yes. Okay, cool. Hello. Welcome back. Alrighty. Hi, everybody. Also, really quickly, Slavic, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. My friend. Also, Good, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. My internet is out, and it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm not home, but luckily we found some subs. Oh, totally psycho. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. Thanks for cheering on some teams. And also getting a sub so we have some games. I have to set up the lobby, and I'm taking my sweet, sweet time. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Observer, referee, team 2 wants first pick. And they joined instantaneously. That works for me. I know all their team members, so I'll team as well. And then we can just sort this and let it rip. But hi, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming by and checking out the stream. Thanks for being here. I love you all. You're the best. Once again, Satat, Stark, Patience, and Majesty, thank you so much for the bit donations, as well as Slavic for the resubscription. Time for game 3 then. I'm all for a game 3. I will say this, this is not the only matchup we have this evening. Well, if internet's good, this is not the only matchup we have. I do have a replay cast set aside for after this, so we're going to be going into that. We'll keep an eye and see how level stream is. It seems like it's being nice right now. I'm going to knock on wood. It seems like it's behaving. We will wait and hope, and it seems to be only dropping intermittently, so not that bad. But yeah, we'll do that. Either way, we've got some people loading into the lobby here. It'll take a couple seconds, so you have time to go grab a drink, grab a dad pop or a beer or whatever. Mom's soda. I don't know. But you got time, as we are going to get into this in just a second. Okay, so they've got everyone. Okay, so we got everybody here. Who does my animations? Oh, for my subscription, it's actually in the panels below. The guy who is Brandon. He does all my stuff, and actually I have him working on some bit donations too. So we're gonna have some specific bit donation stuff as well, so we can have some really cool stuff. We'll have like a 1 through 10, like a 10 through 100, 100 to 500, and then I'm gonna do a 420 and a 69. And I think I'm just gonna do those four. Oh, thank you so much, Slavic. All right, teams are. We had Slip. Wait, not free Wi-Fi at Starbucks? Oh. Can it support HOTS to the point of playability? Let's find the woodland forest is poorly on Alterac. Okay, one team is ready. Starbucks doesn't serve pints of beer. They should! I don't know. I apologize for having that desktop audio time. I don't know why Starbucks doesn't serve pints of beer. They should. Be a better business model. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Bahamut, your caster. On the left-hand side, up a game, we have Celeb Gaming, and on the right, we have Nsomnia. This is a heroic division matchup, and I am excited to get this right in front of you. But we did have some map bans that did take place before all of this, so let me go ahead and at least update you on all that information as I'm actually trying to stall because I forgot to do one thing. We are all set. There we go. So, on the left-hand side, we had Celeb Gaming winning the coin flip. They banned out Tomb of Spider Queen. Battlefield of Eternity was banned out by the members of Nsomnia. First pick was chosen by Celeb Gaming for that first match, so Alterac Pass was chosen by Nsomnia. They lost that. They opted for first pick for this game too, and Celeb Gaming has chosen to take us to Volskaya Foundry. And now this draft is moving a little bit slower. Well, there he is, I can read. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's not like it doesn't have giant arrows or anything, but yeah, it's very subtly down there. So he's a good artist. He's my best friend. Known him my whole life. Zeratul will be banned out here. Actually, by the side of Celeb Gaming, they don't have that first pick, so I think they're just like, you know what, we don't want this. But I have seen them play quite a few other heroes, like for example Genji and some of those other dive-heavy heroes that get a lot of value. Sitting on this ban though, I'm curious. What do they go into, or at least what do they try and take away? Genji. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like that's what I was sitting there. I was just like, I would ban out the Genji. Like I wouldn't want to deal with that whatsoever. Too hot for tea and a sweater. Oh my god. Let's see. First pick. Oh no, excuse me. They still have a second ban. My apologies. Yeah, they take that high mobility out of the tape. That's not a bad idea whatsoever. As I go and drink more warm tea and just become more and more hot. Joanna will be the first pick here on the side of Insomnia. Not a bad hero. She gets a lot of value on a map like this. The Condemn is great to group people together. They do have that Blessed Shield for some setup, so we'll see what is played into that. These next two picks, though, before they have the ban phase, Celeb Gaming. Diablo Tyranda's up. They could go for a dive-heavy composition if they wanted to play into that, and then, ooh, Abathur first picked here on the side of Celeb Gaming with a Jimmy right-click to follow. I like this. I like this a lot. Like, I really, really am all about... Yes. Yes, I'm a happy camper on this one. Next two picks, though, before we get into the ban phase, they have the Joanna. They could go for the Tyrande once again for the follow-up with the Lunar Flares. Starfall isn't bad either. Ooh. Tyrael and Lieutenant Morales are going to be coming out. So Tyrael's solo laning. Lieutenant Morales is interesting, to say the least. Greymane will be banned out here as they don't want to deal. Like, it was either, I think it's like either Greymane or Bala. Like, I think it's just like, which one do we not want to deal with in a team fight? And I guess it's Greymane because they can dive into that backline, also making it a little bit harder for that Abathur. Well, to get soak, because the big thing is Greymane kind of speeds up a lot of fights, and if you can accelerate that, that means that Abathur isn't going to get the value that they're looking for. Also, just having that with a constant healing beam and even a stim drone, not a good time. Diablo is banned out by the members of Insomnia. It's a smart move. I mean, they do not have a main tank yet on the side of Celeb Gaming, so take that off the table. They're going to have to find something else to benefit them there. Cool. Next two picks, though. Let's see. What do we have for Celeb Gaming? It's Abathur so far. Like, it's not throwing me off so much in the fact of just like, oh, what are they going to do? As it is like, are they going to go solo support Abathur? Falstead Karazim, so that answers the question of no. But Falstead Karazim, so they're picking up a lot of heroes that are just awesome to clone. They don't have a main tank just yet. Hey, Ghost Bear, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Report Nsomnia, why? Zul'jin and Zarya. Yo, Ghost Bear, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thanks for coming by. Key says hammer. Zul'jin, Zarya. I mean, I'm alright with some cheese. So, you know, sometimes you gotta go in the kitchen and just get some shredded cheese and just, Ready Destruction Gul'dan. I kinda wished it was that. That would have been really, really good. Garrosh to round out the team. Toxic Ember is here. I mean, honest to God, like I think both teams got the draft that they wanted. Legitimately, Insomnia got the cheese they wanted. And they had to have seen it coming on the side of Celeb Gaming. Like, it's not like that's a... Like, that Lieutenant Morales super early with the Tyrael and the Joanna, like, that doesn't scream any sort of juicy, you know, sea voyaging members. I will say this, I'll probably say it a couple other times, and I'm sorry if you keep hearing me say it. We are having some stability issues because of Spectrum. They aren't able to provide solid internet to me. My bitrate goes anywhere from 6,000, which is my standard output, to 13,000, then to 2,000, and all over. So I apologize if it gets stutter at any point. It seems to be leveling out a little bit, knocking on wood on that one. But either way, I do apologize once again. But either way, it should be good games. We should be able to get most of this through, and then eventually there obviously will be YouTube videos that if you ever am dying to find out, you can definitely go and check that out. I actually do have a YouTube page where I do upload a lot of my videos, and you can find that in the panels below or with ! YouTube. But we've got a game. Let's get into this. I'm super pumped. Game. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, Rainer. There's one person. There's always one person who's just a little slow. Unloading. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into game number 2. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having the members of Celeb Gaming with Met on the Rainer. Slip will be on the Abathur, Evasion on that Falstead, Satat going to be on the Karazim, and Frosty on the Garrosh. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of Insomnia with Geo on the Lieutenant Morales, French will be on the Zarya, Battlejet on the Zul'jin, Infofox on the Joanna, and Jamster on the Tyrael. Oof. Let's get into mid lane and see what we get here. Hi, Robin Bird. Thanks for coming by. It's called Put Everyone in the Fun Hero because, oh, Panda, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate that. I will resend that when we get out of this game. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Mama Bear's here. Jamster, okay. Just showing off their ability to, use their abilities. That's gonna be just the no major initiation up front, and just gonna be having them back off and they'll go into the rotations. I expect this to pretty much just be Zarya going into the bottom lane or Tyrael, and then we just have the top to mid rotations from both teams, and probably Falstead into the solo. How are they gonna rotate into that? Falstead actually did go into Bribe as well. CTV 2-0 prediction, Decade says, okay, well, Zarya is the first one to get popped like a pimple, and that will be first kill of the game over to Celeb Gaming. They do run over to the fortification camp as it's spawning, and that's a big thing that I want to note. A lot of the teams, I've actually talked to them about this, and they all have agreed. They're just like, item priority on these maps is so big. Being able to have that extra turret and that extra damage on the first objective. You can see Joanna's trying to work their way in, and it's just trying to steal it away. Not going to be the case as Geo rotates in just to get some extra healing onto them. Slip taking some damage in top lane. We do have Falstead getting the rotation up here as well, trying to get some burst onto Battlejet, and this is with the Abathur hat. I think very achievable. If they just get one more auto, they could get it, but 60 some health will be all that they have, and they walk out just fine. Back into bottom lane, Slip has come down here as well with that slug body of theirs, playing right by the front gate. I've actually tried to adapt this in my own play, just trying to play out in the lane a little bit, just to bait them in and do things like this. Just like sitting right on top of the Eldrin Smite. It's on the other side of the gate, so it's no big deal for Jamster, but it's just always like, it's just funny that they'd actually go for that. Support camp is priority. Satat looking for some sort of backline entrance onto this. Okay, it's going to heal up a little bit here. I'm waiting for the Biodeck emitter to actually drop and see who steps up onto it. Knockback, toss over the wall. Frosty, okay, that was about to say. Frosty, you got to grab that as they do grab it just in time, and it will be easy for them. Wait, Garrosh, you're in a bit of a bad spot. They do have the Abathur hat on them. Tyrael's trying to body block. They toss them away. Joanna going to be chasing in as well, but Infofox might have made a bad choice there, and that will be another kill going over. Satat dives in on that Kerosene. Barrel roll forward from evasion. They get the kill onto Lieutenant Morales. They did the one thing that no one's ever able to achieve in a Hero League game, and that's focus the Morales. Watch the streamer saying it'll be easy peasy. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Okay. Garrosh sitting at 8 out of the 15 of the Warbreaker stacks. Falstead, I don't know without clicking on him, and I really don't feel like dealing with all the popping up and stuff. But he should be able to actually get near or bribe the camp on the left-hand side. They actually might be able to do it on the right. Hold on, I was just watching Battle Jeff's health go down so low. If they could just get a little bit closer, but Evasion might have just put them in a bit of a bad spot. Abathur does give the hatting. That will be shielding on French. Just getting some damage out here. They have the barrel roll out, and they will make it clear and fine. Objective will be popping up here. Jamster going to be getting some workout on that Tyrael. Algerans might just to get over to the other side, and they'll dive just fine. I actually do like this. I think they're just going to give this over, so they're just going to try and open up top lane a little bit more, and if they're just saying, like, all right, cool, like, if we can take down top lane, that might be the pressure that we need for the second objective, but Evasion taking a lot of damage here needs to play a little safe. They don't have their well, as they're just kind of playing around here, and Met rotates up to help out the friendly member, and meanwhile, in this bottom, we do have just Frosty into the two tanks. The thing is, with the draft that's come out from Nsomnia, they have they've got this, like, hyper carry Zul Jin in a sense, but they don't really have any damage outside of that, per se. So, like, the burst or the sustain or just sitting on a point is going to be a little difficult. Precision Strike is best wave clear. Oh, Goon, come on now. How you gonna do me like that? I always thought Ring of Frost was the best wave clear tool. Oh, Infofox gonna get caught out there, and that's gonna be another kill over to Celeb Gaming. And with that, that will be the point going over in their favor. Triglav Protector should be dropping down, and it will be hitting at the 4-minute 30 mark. It's scaled up quite a bit, so it's going to get some decent value. Yeah, okay, they're just going to throw Garrosh and Kerosene inside there, and this is where I'm kind of like, all right, what's the play, Nsomnia? You can see that Tyrael's currently in bottom lane, just pushing-ish, just down there, soaking. We do have a couple members coming back up, and this will be Zarya in the top lane. They open up mid. You see them diving into this top, and this is pretty much the standard play you see from a lot of players, is going for this top lane well. You can see the priority under that with some of the abilities from the Triglav Protector. This is exactly what you kind of want, because of the fact that now your lane sustain is being taken away for control point B, and that's exactly what they're trying to do when they were pushing up earlier. Met is just on this Rainer in the backline, giving the Pepper, gonna get blinded by the Joanna. Nice knockback to just disengage. Triglav Protector still sitting at 40-some% and 11 to 10 seconds left on it. And they're just going to back out of here. I don't think they're going to get much more, unless they wanted to put themselves in a really risky position, but I don't think it's worth it, so they just back right out of there. I mean, like, Garrosh could technically Indomitable right out of there, walk, be absolutely fine, maybe drop the Biotic Emitter, and Kerosene has the dash to him and then to Rainer, and they still make it out, but it's still, playing that aggressive isn't really necessary. We do have our 10 talents, which is actually going to be 7-sided strike from the Kerosene. Kerosene looking for just extra damage. Not going to be going for the Divine Palm. They're not really worried about anyone potentially getting killed here. I mean, it's 4-0 thus far. Taunt and the toss, that will be the focus onto Battle Jet. All the damage is coming out, and they kill Zul Jin before the 10 talent is even there. They don't have any sort of toss dingo. That is going to be Infofox getting slowed to the last punch. Actually, it's going to be Rainer getting the kill steal there, and now they push up into this top lane, trying to open this up a little bit more. Oh, Zarya going to be going down here. Slip going to clone Met. I guess so. I mean, the double Rainer, yeah, it's going to be getting some decent siege damage in there. I think they're kind of unsure of, like, what they should be doing. They might have been thinking that fight was going to go longer, or if the actual, value from Abathur would have been worthwhile for the friendly team. But either way, they get that fort. They're going to steal away the camp. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Falstead just going to be doing some work down here. A lot of damage going to be going onto the Joanna. Geo trying to heal from this backline as best as they can. Near 13 talent tier has been achieved by the members of Celeb Gaming. And Nsomnia, they're just trying to find a way into this. They're just trying to get the damage, trying to get a kill, but it's not working out for them. They do have their heroic talent as well. It's going to be Sanctification. What do we have here? Wait, Abathur, why do you have a turret? Slip, why do you have a Okay. What? Why are they holding on to their talents? This is okay. Blessed Shield, Expulsion Zone. Yeah, all of the standards. Like nothing too out of the ordinary here. What are you doing, Zul'jin and Lieutenant Morales? That's really the big outlier for me right now. Is going to be: are you going to toss Dingo? Are you going to Stim Drone? Are you going to pick up the Medevac? Like what do you want to do, Lieutenant Morales? Top lane does have some pressure that will need to be addressed at some point. You can see that they're going to be rotating back, and they're doing it through a safe route here. Also, the double biotic emitter is going to be very powerful for them. 50 seconds on that camp as well. And point B opens up in 30. They've got to find some way into the 13 talent tier, and it's going to be really, really difficult for them. Abathur has constant pressure with some of these Locusts and Jamster. Med is going to be just already on the other side just for the knockback to push them further away. 7-sided strike comes out. The taunt's there as well, and that is Jamster getting absolutely torn apart. Frosty still takes the passive damage from that Tyrael. Meanwhile, the invasion onto the siege camp on the left-hand side is pretty good. Toss Dingo is chosen by the Zul'jin, but what are you taking, Lieutenant Morales? Oh, this rotation. Oof. That's going to catch a couple people out, and French taking a little bit of damage, but Geo has some decent healing for them. Slip is going to be cloning the Falstad, the knockback with the grenade. They need to make a move on this very quickly. Garrosh is quite far away. This is a little interesting, the clone, because it just gets burned down. Gust goes out as a... Slip? What? I'm very confused by that play right there, because why did Abathur all of a sudden appear in top lane? I mean, did they clone because they got caught out of position in top? I don't know. Either way, this is going to be the chase. They save their slug, and this is also going to be 13 talent tier over 10. They're trying to still play into this. We do have the stim drone from the Lieutenant Morales. So this is just going to be your stim droned Zul'jin with Toss Dingo, so they just attack, and then they just, well, they keep attacking. No one started control point B at this point either. That's a big factor that we have to point out here. Passive value time. Oh, Joanna gotta be the first one to go down. Frosty taking a lot of damage. There's gonna be Battle Jet as well, getting popped like a pimple. Not even able to pop their Toss Dingo in time. Geo is the next target. They do go down. That is also gonna be the sanctification from Jam. So they're trying to get the speed boost out of here, and French is gonna get slowed a little bit. There is an Augusta. Oh wait, no, there was actually. That is gonna be French going down. Falstad just instantly chases after Tyrael, and that is gonna be Garrosh jumping onto the point. Woo! That back and forth is just so good between these teams. But now we just have top lane by Frosty. Mid lane is going to be pressured in by the enemy team. And they do have their 16 talent tiers after getting this fort, if not a little bit more. Rainer's going to be calling down the Raider here just to help out with the siege potential. Infofox taking a lot of damage is going to be having to tap the well and try and make their way out. 7-sided strike is going to be used. A lot of damage is going to be going to Satat. Meta is trying to get in that range for the blink, and that will be them getting to the friendly member. We do have the point still being charged up by Frosty in this top lane. Slip and bottom is going to be getting the body soak, but if they get caught out by Jamster here, this could be... Okay, no, they won't be. Pick up another fortification camp, so that's going to be Satat grabbing that since Falstad already has an item. Frosty does get the Trigla Protector. They aren't able to interrupt the first member getting in, but you can interrupt the second. Not going to be the case, and with 16 to 13, they run straight into bottom lane. They want to prep this for control point C. Tyrael apparently went down, and I completely missed that in their rotation. Evasion going to be taking a little bit of damage. Hold on. They find a Joanna here, and that's going to be a lot of damage on the Satat. Barrel roll forward. They still get the kill on Lieutenant Morales. Satat still staying alive. Dive right in, trying to keep healing. 7-sided strike comes out. Toss Dingo will be there as well. Someone, oh my. Okay. The cleave from Zul'jin ended up coming around because he did he go into Arcanite Axes? No, wait. He didn't finish it. Did he have the... I thought it cleaved twice. Did it? Either way, they do take out down in the keep in top lane. They're going to be working for a keep into mid, and with the Trigla Protector a little bit below 50%, and with 18 seconds still on it, they should be able to get this just easy. Those blades came around and hit me in the face, exactly, yeah. I was seeing it and I was just like, oh, this Zul'jin goes down. I think the Kharazim, nope, unfortunately. But they are backing out of here. This is a really smart play for them. 5 seconds left on the Gust for the Falstad, so this is a little risky. Nice expulsion zone to keep them locked in here. Gust will push them away, and that is also going to be the, oh, wait, the Sanctification is going to be used. They're trying to get the chase onto the Zul'jin. They do not have the Toss Dingo just yet, and that's going to be the Lieutenant Morales going down as well. They tried to get the Sim Drone to get the damage. It's not enough. French is going to be tossed and targeted, and they get the kill onto them as well. Everyone is back and pushing in through top lane. Abathur does have the availability for a clone, and it looks like they just want to run straight into core with this. They're just saying, you know what, we got this. Oh, Kharazim needs to pad stats a little bit here. Gonna get some damage onto that fort, or excuse me, that keep. Tyrael the only one alive. Death timers are low though. That's the big thing to note. 7-sided strike has come out. Core is at 70%. These members are coming back. Zul'jin will be back in just a second here, and this could be the core throw that we saw in the last game, but no, it's not going to be the case. They back out the 57%. Falstad gets the flight right out of there. Right into bottom lane is going to be, excuse me, right into the camp, and using the bribe just to pull that right back. Actually, we can look at some of the other numbers and other talents across the board here. Excuse me, I had to drink tea right there. This is going to be a re-engagement into mid. Nice busted shield to be coming out. The blinds will be going out from Joanna as well. They're trying to capitalize on this as quickly as possible. They don't have their 16 talent to either. Jamster a little bit low. That is going to be the cleave. Okay, so it doesn't have the double cleave. It just came back around from the origin point and hit that Kharazim. That was really good. Nice gust coming out from evasion to push them right back into the fight. Zul'jin does go down. They did not pop the Toss Dingo in time. 7-sided strike goes out. They get the kill onto Infafox. It is going to be Lieutenant Morales going down. French is following as well. Jamster trying to find a way out and sneak out of here. They don't check this bush, and it looks like Jamster makes it out just fine, but the team now says, all right, let's try this again. We took it down. we did 43% to it. Fake Falstad will fly to the other side of the core. They're going to get the damage. With only the Tyrael up and available, I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything about this. They can drop the Sanctification, get some damage here, but realistically, that won't be able to help them. They get the toss onto Met, and that will be game number 2 going over to Celeb Gaming. GG. Well played. Really quickly, thank you so much to Panda for the subscription. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
Less than three.
Thank you so much, Panda for the subscription. All right, well, while we wait to find out who wants to do interview, if the stream was stable and good for you, we will do the replay. Let me know. It seems like it's pretty stable. We're just dropping like little frames here and there, knock on wood. So that'll be like, I think that's the plan. We'll do a replay cast. There's another Heroic Division matchup that happened at like midnight no, it was midnight East Coast time. But that aside, we actually have Met joining us at this time. Hello, how are you doing and how are you feeling after that 2-0 victory?
Pretty good. They're a really fun game, so I'm glad we were able to play them.
They were an absolute blast, and I want to focus a little bit on this game number 2, because, you know, Alterac Pass, that's a fun map, and there were a couple core calls, and we don't need to talk about those. But I do want to talk about the draft that actually came out for Volskaya Foundry. Looking at the draft as it was coming about and how they were picking and all that, what was your team actually thinking about? Because I'm always curious about when you're in that draft screen and they start to pick these picks, are you just like, oh, that's cheese, it doesn't matter, whatever? Or were you worried? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we had a really interesting comp that we actually wanted to go, but because how they drafted, it wouldn't work. So we had to adjust it kind of midway. The second we saw like the Tyrael Morales, we're like, oh no, we didn't want to deal with the Juice Pirates because, you know, we lost games, like important games historically in the past because of it. So we were just like, all right, let's just take the Falstad. Even if they try it, we just gust them away. We can take Abathur so that Abathur does the soaking, and when Abathur's doing the soaking, Falstad can literally sit AFK, hands off keyboard, just ready to gust on our keeps. But that adjusted because they didn't actually take the Juice Pirates. I mean, they took the heroes, but not the ults. So we were able to relax more and actually just kind of play the game.
I was a little surprised. I was like, I kept noting. I was like, all right, they're holding talents, and then everything came, and I was just like, this is standard, this is standard, this is standard, this is standard. So I don't know. I was hoping for the the medevac, all that good stuff, but unfortunately, we're not going to be getting it. Either way, that was such a fun set. Now, let's actually talk about some of those Alterac pass moments. Specifically, 953 health, I think, was on that core.
So
what are comms like during that moment? Like, is it just screaming for core? Are you screaming for kills? What is it all like there?
Well, I think we actually messed up on that core call multiple times. So our coach apparently told me that I missed, I think, some abilities or some damage on the core early on. I think Frosty missed a few autos, and we missed a few heals on the Illidan early on. I feel like if all those things kind of came together, we would have just won. But I don't know. It's weird because we don't play the map too much and ever not really put in that situation. So judging how much damage we have versus the time, it's very awkward. And it's something that you just need to experience and kind of see how it feels. But I think up to that, we were playing pretty clean. And then, I don't know. It worked out in the end, so.
It did work out, but it was just like, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my god, it's like 900 some health on the core, and then they rush in through mid, and then you end up respawning and taking him down. It was just like, oh cool, okay, phew, we got this, and now we can rush back to core. And then that time I think you actually played a little bit slower and you took it down. But those are some awesome games. Before I let you go, any shoutouts that you'd like to give? The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I have a few. So first of all, big shout out to you, Bahamut. I mean, we haven't got a cast from you in a while, and these are awesome. I really do. The casting attention that we've been getting in NGS is actually amazing, and I really do enjoy because I know a lot of people that like to come out and watch these games. So once again, big shout out to you.
Thank you.
I'd like to give a shout out to the team. Good job, everyone. Keep up the work. We have some big games coming up soon. I think Fight Nights tomorrow. We have, Div S on the horizon, so some big things. Thank you for Frosty for coming and filling in for us as well. Shout out to our sponsor. Thank you for, obviously supporting us, and I hope that we can continue putting on a show. If you want to follow us or, find more information about our team or just for our upcoming matches, you can follow us on Twitter at Celeb TV Gaming. And that is all my shoutouts.
Oh, well, thank you so much. The games are so much fun. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory, and I cannot wait to see you further down in whatever league I actually see you in next, because you're just about everywhere.
Yep, pretty much. Thank you, Bahamut. Have a good night.
Have a great night. Alrighty, everybody. So quickly, I just want to take a poll from everyone. Have the drops in frame rate been